I'm Jackie,
And I'm Davey.
and this is Weekend Hangover.
And already we have a trouble with Rumble. Son of a bitch.
Why is Rumble being lame?
I tried to do the API, and let me see.
Hi, everyone. Happy Sunday, Sunday.
We should be getting
I'm in a
Rumble now.
rare mood tonight, so it's going to be fun.
You know what's funny?
Buckle up, bastards.
It's funny. We finally hit it. We finally got it down to perfect. Like, you did it, I did it, and then it went, and then all of a sudden Rumble went, not today, Satan, not today.
Not today. Oh, you thought you did it right? Nope. Yeah. Well.
Hi, Mama J. How are you today? Besides very spiteful, I see. You're in a spicy mood today.
You know, it's just like one of those days where just everything is not going according to plan. And, it's just one of those days. And I just have to be like, so I got a lot of jokes today just to help me feel better. or else it's going to get bitchy in here. And I don't want that to happen.
Yeah, it's always the Jews, right? And I'm going to say that. It is always the Jews.
Speaking of the Jews, Laura Loomer got in some heat, huh? Tim
What
Pool
happened
had
with Laura?
Tim Pool had to pull this episode because Laura Loomer said what the true meaning of treason was, and the
Oh my God. Are you kidding me? The guy that says oh my God, Civil War 500,000 times a podcast talking about people fighting each other to the death is like, listen, you can't give a Merriam-Webster definition of what treason is.
No, apparently YouTube pulled it. It wasn't him. Apparently YouTube pulled it because they did the same thing with whatchamacallit, with Alex Jones, who that's another sub. There's so much shit going on this week that I mean,
I think that's why I'm in that mood. It's because this week has been just a shit storm.
It is. It has been, and it was the shortest week. So, like, is it me or does the shortest week feel like the longest weeks?
Yeah, we had Memorial Day on Monday, wasn't it?
It was just last Monday was Memorial Day.
Jeez.
So much has happened. But we've also did so many shows. We're trying to keep this network going as much as we can so that way everybody can enjoy the content. But yeah, we kind of did so tonight we're going to be on YouTube for a little while. Probably like a half hour because we want to really go into the Dave Smith Chris Cuomo debate.
Jesus. Sorry, you want to talk about something that put me in mood? Girl, let me tell you. I was listening to that stuff, folding laundry. I have never folded laundry so angrily in my life. My husband was like, I can't believe you can even listen to this. And I was like, I don't want to listen to this, but I have to listen to this because I got a show to do, babe. He's like, all right, Godspeed. And I kept angrily folding laundry.
He said Godspeed.
Well, I'm exaggerating. I would have said that to me. It's pretty much what I did say to me.
But yeah, we have that. We had Trump was convicted of 34 felonies, which of course, Shank Uger doesn't doesn't skip a chance to speak shittily on Trump for no reason. The guy who was asking everybody for $1 to become president, who knew he couldn't become president because of the 14th Amendment, and he's not a U.S. citizen. Is calling.
No, I think he is a U.S. citizen. He's just not a natural born citizen.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yes.
He's not naturally born, so he cannot become president of the United States. Which it's if you're not, I don't. Is there any other country where you could just go into another country and just become senator, congressman, president of their country?
I don't know, but that would be something to look up, but probably not.
Yeah.
More than half of them will deport you for being there. So
Half of them won't even let you in the country without a certain amount now. I think it's Switzerland. You have to have $500,000 in your bank account in order to
Yeah.
become a citizen of Switzerland. So, but but this country, it's just go ahead, come right in, and then we can put you into our politics. No problem. And I mean, I don't understand why this country is any different than any other country. You know, we allow people to come in here and do basically what they want to do, just stay out of our government. And they decide to go into our government and just fucking turn the screws. And then people get upset. And then you have what you had today in Philly and New York, where the pro-Palestinian protesters were up against Pride Parade today. That was fun, right? Because
Yeah.
nobody told you that was going to happen, did they? Nobody said that was a bad idea, but it is what it is. What are you going to do about it? Let me see if I could
Well,
pull it.
someone made a really good comment on. So, are you pulling up? So, I think it was Jack Pasovic had actually posted on Instagram, and then someone else had it on Twitter. Nick Pete, I don't know who. Nick Peter, someone, I don't know. They had it up on Twitter and Instagram, the video of the clash between the pro Palestine protesters and then the Pride paradesters. Play the clip.
No pride in genocide, ladies and gentlemen. No pride in genocide. They do not like the LGBT community as much as you wanted.
So, but what happened to the all right, go ahead.
No, what happened to the what?
What happened to like the gays for Palestine or whatever? Or was it the queers for Palestine movement?
Gays for Palestine. I don't know. I guess they were busy. They were torn between
They were
pride.
torn between whether or not to celebrate Pride or pro Palestine. Oh man. What is that guy wearing? That looks fun.
Which one? That guy?
Nope. All the way at the end. That right to the left.
That gentleman right there?
Yeah. So he's guiding the people around the Palestine protesters.
Yeah. But look, I mean, I don't understand. The more things you have on your flag, the better. It ends up looking like a fucking NASCAR. That's all it looks like. It looks like a car from NASCAR with all the things on it.
Did they change the flag again to like add in like something for Palestine too? And like, isn't there like some yellow circle somewhere now?
Yeah, it looks like if you take 4 of them and you put them together, it puts the Nazi symbol. That's what it looks like now. Don't believe me? Go check it out for yourself, folks. Like I'm flat. I would like to say I'm flabbergasted. Get pissy, Mama J. Off label says that Smith Cuomo debate boosted us bigly. Pretty antisocial, has the eyes, and off label says, hey, pretty antisocial.
Hi guys.
But yeah, so we're gonna start out with our favorite, well, my favorite fat fuck, Shank Uger. Let's get a little bit.
Is that guy in the middle, Vinny?
Yes, that's Vinny. That's Vinny from PBD.
Who's the other guy? Vinny, and then
so you got Vinny, you got Fat Uger, You got Fat Yogurt, actually. You got Vinny.
Okay.
You got George Santos, who looks like he looks like Siegfried or Roy, whichever one had the worst plastic surgery. Or what's his face?
Well,
Who's-
one of them got eaten by a tiger, so I don't. So it might be that one.
By the way, I retweeted that Gays for Palestine thing, or the pro Palestine, and I said I love when they eat each other, pun intended.
But so funny and dirty at the same time. I get
And
it.
I don't know who that lady is, but we'll find out apparently.
Opposite effect that at the moment gleeful Democrats hope, which is that it might propel him back to the White House.
Yeah, there's a lot to unpack there, I think.
And it, Guy felony was by far is, I think, of all the 4 cases that he was facing, this was by far the weakest. I think it was a massive stretch to try and turn it into a felony. And I think because of that, because Bragg is clearly such a partisan guy, that is playing right into Trump's hands to play the martyr, and it will galvanize his base. We saw last night that the funding websites were literally breaking down because people were donating so much money. Could this not have the complete
That's the $200 million in donations, by the way.
How much?
200 million.
It's up to 200 fucking million?
As of today, yes, 200 million. I'll look for it. You play that. I'll look.
Pretty, my comments aren't showing up on my end. Can anyone else see me? Yeah, we could see you. This is weird. Anyway, hi. Hi. I can't fucking... It was up to 53 million in 24 hours. And by the way, they were stating that I believe a majority of that was first-time donors. I think it said 35% of it were first-time donors to Trump, and majority of it was minor donations. By the way, Trump has joined TikTok and is now up to 2.7 million followers, while Joe Biden is stuck at 887,000. Once again, you want to tell me this guy got 81 million votes? And we don't mean to be like a political today, folks, but this is just, these stories are just way too big to not touch on for this weekend. Like, especially the Chris Cuomo, Dave Smith thing. It's insane how much Chris Cuomo just lies to everyone. Do you have that? Oh.
Yes. Oh, I'm sorry. I muted myself. I'm like talking to you and everything. All right. Yeah. So here we go. Daily Mail. Jim. Daily Mail. Let's not. Donald Trump campaign has raised over. No, I don't want you. Has raised over 200 million in just 3 days since felony verdict. Son Eric has claimed 200 million.
Jesus.
So he's married to Lara Trump, and she told him the figure was comprised of over 70 million small donor fundraising in 3 days since his father was found guilty. This might be a little inside information, yada yada yada. Okay. Yeah. So, and Lara said, just in terms of small dollars, we're well over 70 million. And this is $21 donations, $43 donations, small dollar donations. If you add up the large dollar donations to it, you're over 200 million. So so if the small dollar donors was just 53 million, yesterday? And then it's up to 70 million. And then you had, who's that guy, that Strickland dude or whatever, who is the MMA fighter, saying that he was going to donate money. Yes, him. And then, I don't know, whatever happened at the MMA fight, people were like going nuts for Trump there.
Mind you, this is what he did a rally in the Bronx.
Mm-hmm.
MMA 302 was in New Jersey. Was at the Prudential Center.
Yeah. And they said Tim Pool himself just pretty antisocial said that Tim Pool just by himself donated $200,000 to the Trump campaign. That is a far cry from where he was in 2016, where he's like, listen, I didn't vote for Trump. I didn't vote for anybody. They all suck. To him being like, I'll give you all my money.
Well, it's funny. I don't know if you put it in the thing in one of our chats, but somebody they're saying that how can you vote for a felon, or how can you idolize a felon? And then it was a picture of
George Floyd.
George
It was
Floyd's
a George
memorial
Floyd. Yeah, it was a
statue.
George Floyd statue on a bench.
Yeah.
I'll pull it up. Yeah, because I sent that to you and Biz, and I was just like, I think it's. I send you guys things I think is funny all the time.
And listen, we find it hysterical too.
I know. Here we go.
But yeah,
that's how we got in the boob conversation on Thursday.
Yep.
So this is from Cat Turd. How dare you support a convicted felon? And it's like every Democrat voter, and this says also Democrats, and it's this picture.
Yeah, it's they that's why I say constantly, Democrats have no brain. They really don't. They're sheep when it comes to things. They put the Ukrainian flags in their profile. They black out their profile. They put the pride flag in their profile during June, and it's like, and so I have gay friends, right? One of them I've been friends with since I was a child, and I kind of want to unfriend them because they put up the post about Happy Pride Month to all the homophobes. And it's like, people, like, you don't understand. It's not that people don't, it's not that people hate gay people, because nobody, I can't say nobody, but a lot of people. Where'd your camera go?
I had to wipe it off with my finger. I wasn't gonna do it with like live on there, man. People see my fat finger up there. No.
It's not that people don't like gay people. And listen, a lot of people don't. Don't get me wrong. A lot of people don't like gay people, and they're fucking wrong for it. It doesn't matter who you love. It doesn't matter who you sleep with at night. But when you're trying to shove all this stuff down people's throats, literally, people tend to
not like it. Who
Yeah.
wants something shoved down their throat? It's gross, and then you gag, and then you throw up, and it's just a mess.
Babe, are you in the chat? Never mind. Anyway.
Oh, good Lord.
But it's
was
you
that sent me the Miss Rachel stuff.
Oh, yeah, it was. It was.
We'll talk about that in a second. I cut you off, and I'm so sorry.
No,
We'll talk
go
about that
ahead.
after you're
No,
done.
because that's where my mind was. Listen, you can read my mind. You really can, and I love it. I love that you can read my mind, because that's where my mind was going.
Okay.
Like, Miss Rachel has this following of a lot of people, and everybody's telling me, "Oh, when your daughter's born, she's gonna watch Miss Rachel and all this stuff." And I'm like, okay, like, I don't have a problem with it. And
I
then Miss
said
Rachel,
that to you too.
yeah,
I was like, wait until you, because I had Miss Rachel stuck in my head before we were on like off label, and I was like, I can't sing Miss Rachel songs while we're on air. That's just, it's lame. I can't do that.
Everybody's like, wait till
Just
Ryan's
wait.
born. She's gonna watch Miss Rachel, and I'm like, okay, okay. But now she wants to have Dylan Mulvaney on her show, and it's like,
all right, well, here I get what people are saying, whatever. I actually have a very different view than you would think on this.
okay,
What did people expect? There was like non-binary person or whatever. I don't know what they identify as. I don't know. It was very butch lesbian on there for a long time, singing songs on a guitar from the beginning. So if people have a problem with it, like, you knew what you were getting from the beginning. I'm just saying.
I've never watched Miss Rachel, so
If you would have watched Miss Rachel for
why
a
would
few
I?
years ago, I don't you don't have a reason to. So you wouldn't know. But other people who are getting like all upset, like, I understand Dylan Mulvaney, Hot Topic, yada yada, whatever. But if you don't know Miss Rachel, like, it doesn't surprise me. They're from New York. Someone had the best comment ever I saw on Instagram, and I thought it was hilarious because it said, "Yeah, who would it you understand that she's her husband's beard, right? He's gay. That's why she'd have it on there." And
Wait,
it's
Miss
not
Rachel has a gay
true.
husband?
They're very theatrical up there. I thought that it was just like a gay performer with her, and then she's like, "Oh, and my husband." And I was like, "Oh, I was wrong."
Look,
So,
I could share the chat here too.
yay, look at that. So, yeah, I mean, I know it's like Dylan Mulvaney is outraged, whatever. So, yeah,
Yeah, pretty children's where I draw the line. Yeah.
yeah. And the thing is, though, too, it's that on Miss Rachel's show, she's not like, "Oh, hey, look at it's non-binary. Let's talk about this, that, or have you." I've listened to hours, and it's not like, and she doesn't talk about that stuff. So,
I don't know.
oh, this girl, she's very informative, and she gets stuck in your head. And there's actually a video of the stages of Miss Rachel for adults because it's very, like, children love it. My son loves he learned sign language from her, like, from different things, like yes and no, and like juice, cereal, like different types of things, you know.
I thought you
Them-
said Jews. You learned
Yeah,
about the Jews?
he did. You know, he sings little songs about going up and down on an elevator, like, I don't know.
But
I just think I understand what people are saying, but I guess I'm to that point where I I can't feign outrage. Like, of course it's gonna happen. Like, if you understand if you can understand or perceive, like, who Miss Rachel is as a person or whatever, it's not out of the realm that she would have Dylan Mulvaney on. It's just not. So I'm not gonna get all mad about it. I mean, I'll monitor, obviously, and if it's on, then, like, change it. But
yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't like the fact that uh will you still watch it if Dylan's on?
no,
And that's the thing. That's what I mean. Like when my friend put that on, like, about the homophobes, it's like, no, it's not about that. It's you're not homophobic for Gay Pride Month. By the way, it just so happens once again, Gay Pride Month is Men's Mental Health Awareness Month in June. So you're taking away men's mental health. You're taking something away from men's mental health. And it just proves again that people don't give a shit about men's mental health, you know? And it's sad. It really is. It really is.
I don't know. All I keep thinking is that there's wangers all over the place in June. That's all. It's just out in the open.
You're not wrong.
No. Yeah, there's. I mean, well, eh, I mean, I think men's mental health awareness is a good issue. It's a big issue. It's an
Yeah.
issue that should definitely be talked about. And like you said, it's overshadowed by Pride Month and everything. But who cares? Who cares? It's just men.
I know, right? We'll take it and stuff it down again, and then when we lash out, we'll be the bad ones, and then the women will want to be with bears instead of men, right? Right?
Yeah.
Right?
Right. Because I still don't understand. Like, I can't understand when we were like, yeah, I would rather be in the woods alone with a bear than with just some man. And it's
Well,
like, girl, like, are you okay if in an elevator with just some man? Like, you gotta go up and down the elevator at some point, you know? I don't know. I just that stuff bothers me.
yeah, I know,
Just like
and
so
and I
outrageous.
get where some women come from. I do. I honestly do. That a lot of women
Yeah.
have had bad encounters, and it's gonna be taken out of context, just like my man versus man and bear thing. I say encounters because I don't want to say the actual thing because it angers me. Like it really, like I really,
Mhm.
I don't like rape scenes in movies.
Mhm.
Like it really bothers me. Like I can't watch The Last House on the Left because it's a long rape scene. I watched it once and it bothered me. I can't watch. I fast forward through The Sopranos where Dr. Melfi gets raped
Mhm.
because it bothers me. Like it really does. Like
It'd be weird if it didn't.
it really fucking gets to me. Like, and I know it's a movie,
Right.
but it just
No, but no one wants to see that.
no.
And it's horrible.
It is. It is. And so when I say that situation, it's because mentally for me, it bothers me. It really oh fuck. It really, really bothers me. And it gets to me on a as a father of a daughter and a father of a cooked daughter or cooking daughter.
Mhm.
um if something of that were to happen to any of my kids, I'd go to jail. I would
Yeah.
I would absolutely I don't care. I would absolutely go to jail. So when I say, women don't like men for certain situations, it's because that situation really gets me in a deep dark place where I've always like if any of and if that ever happened to any child of mine or any friend's child of mine, the things I've thought of to do to a person that did that, I would end up in a psychiatric ward. The things that I've thought in my head to do to a person like that. It's a slow, thousand cuts, painful kind of unaliving for that. So I've had people come at me like, "Well, some women, some men," and it's just like, "Bro, you have no fucking idea what mind frame that puts me in. You have no idea." And
Right.
so don't judge me for the way I say things because I say things for a reason, the way I say them for a reason. Um, but yeah, that what were we talking about? I have no
I
idea.
have
I went
no
I
idea.
went down a rabbit hole that
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Like, who are we going after tonight? Jesus. Like, let's do it. I'm ready.
But yeah, when you say, when people say, the,
Well,
the
what has
homophobes.
happened and we were talking about the bear man thing in the woods thing. And it's out, not counting like those type of situations or anything, but if you think about like just how society is today and how it's become this kind of like, you should be afraid of men, right?
Yeah.
It is this whole like culture around men are evil, men are bad. That's why if Pride Month is on Men's Mental Health Month, Mental Health Month, who cares? I mean, I said it in jest, but like that's how society is today. They don't give a shit. Like, you are the predator, always the predator. I'm not saying that men can't be predators. No, that would be stupid to say, but it's just been so ingrained that you need to fear all the time that it's just very divisive, and it's uh dehumanizing.
It is. So we didn't get to that clip at all. We got to it a little bit, but
No, we did
but-
not.
but it went to it. Listen, this is what we do, folks. This is what we do. We take a subject and we go with it.
Expand upon.
Yeah. It's ironic since there's so many dudes that have mental illness and think they're trans. I mean, if you ask Google AI if being trans is a mental disorder, it'll tell you it's in the DSM-5. And I guarantee you, within the next couple years, it'll change. It'll change. But
Well, they're already starting to try and change it anyway. But like, if the AI is saying it right now, it's just sad. I can't.
well, we want to thank everybody who's joined us on YouTube. But we are going to cut the YouTube right now.
We're cutting and running.
And we are going to stay on X and Rumble because we are going to talk about Chris Cuomo and Dave Smith and the lies of Chris Cuomo and CNN. If I know how to do this. We'll see
We
you
might
on
cut
Rumble.
the whole thing.
Oh, wait, hold on. Let me give me 1 second. Let me put the copy. Paste. If you are on YouTube and you'd like to join us on Rumble, this is where we'll be. So
Yes, come follow us over there.
So we will be on Rumble. We love y'all. Talk to you later.
Bye, YouTube.